Alright, what you see here is a Hampton Bay Hawkins ceiling fan that I got from Mark Wilson today. Taking a little break from the mainstays because some people have been saying that um, I've been doing too many configuration videos. So I feel like what I might do is if I do certain configurations and then the other configurations of it I'll do later on, but not all at once. Because I can understand it does get a little bit kind of like you just want to see different things, not always the same thing. Like while we're in the main stage would have taken another 4 videos or something like that, but it would have been 4 videos altogether. So I'll do that one after I review the fans from Mark and such. But yeah, I'm gonna try to do that this year, like trying to mix them up, not do them all at once. So that actually can help. That actually will help me to move them downstairs if I need to. But this fan I'm gonna do the walnut blades, which I'm showing right now. Then I'm gonna flip it over to the other side, and then it'll be over. Because this one I'm not gonna. I could show it over with the white kit, but the white kit's kind of stuck on there. But I'd rather show it the way it is. So yeah. This fan is from April of 2011. The white kit on it is you can see through it very clearly. I'm not sure why. I remember like the one in the Dominican Republic, I can barely see through it at all, almost, compared to this one. And this one, I can see through it so much to the point that I can see my own fingers through it. So I never knew it was like that. But I've always liked these fans, even though they are newer Hampton Bay somewhat. To me, they're not that new. They're not extremely new because they've been around for at least 9 years already, believe it or not. So they came out in 2008 originally, along with Farmington, Glendale. So they've been around for actually quite some time, these fans. Or this one. But yeah, it's actually not a bad performer. I've tested one of these over in the DR. It moves pretty good air. If it moves good air for the DR, it should definitely move a little bit more. It should be good air movement from up here as well, because down there it feels like it's good. If it's not moving, if you can't feel like a decent breeze, it's not. It might not be a good air mover. And that's usually because the temperature down there is always hot, so it needs to be something that actually moves a decent breeze for you to actually feel the air movement down there. Up here, it's not really like that, so yeah. So it's a different climate and stuff, but yeah, I do like these fans. I like them with this wave finish. I absolutely love that wave finish, to be honest. Well, I like Walnut, but I've never seen it like this before. Yeah, it's very nice. I like it a lot. I wish it was like this on the Hunter fans I have out front. To be honest, I wish it was something like that. But and the ones that they have are nice looking too. But this is a really nice wave finish. I like it a lot. It's in Tarnished Bronze finish. I thought it was oil bronze originally, so I do apologize for that. But there's so many fans, they have them in oil bronze finish recently that look like this. Those white kits I put in the old place when I took out the antique lights, the oil bronze was exactly like this with the little bit of brass on it like that. So that's why I thought it was oil bronze. This actually, I think this actually might be my first oiled bronze, but bronze fan in general. I have brass and white fans, but I think this is actually might be the first bronze fan, and that's something I'm gonna try to do this year. Maybe get some newer fans as well, but mostly for video purposes. This one I'm probably gonna keep because I actually like it, mostly for the blade finish. But I actually end up. I might get rid of it later on this year. You never know. If I do need the space, I might do it, or just give it away to someone local, like a friend of mine. Because some of the fans I'm not going to be keeping. Yeah. Here it is with the white. You just 3 candelabra light bulbs. And you can see right through it. From over here. On camera, you can't. It looks like you can't see through it at all. But in person, I can see basically all the interior of that. Like everything inside of it. I can see basically everything. And I don't feel like that's. I feel like that looks a bit strange for a globe. Especially this type. I feel like if you're going to have this type of shade, it should be so it can cover that up, so it just gives off lighting, but it's not so that you can see everything inside of it, like all the wiring and stuff like that. I feel like it looks a bit strange. The one in the Dominican Republic wasn't like that, so I'm guessing maybe the newer ones they have a see-through globe. That's just my guess. I've seen some of them that have a more clear shade, and one of them is not that clear looking. But yeah, it does make the blades look really nice too with the light on. It's definitely a nice fan, in my opinion, and they actually aren't too bad. But for what they're going for, I think it's like $70. It's a bit more than what I'd pay for, but it's not bad for its price. High, medium, low. I had to pull it a bit hard, and that's the only thing I hate about these type of light kits is, you kind of have to like pull the chain a bit hard so I can actually change the speed. The shade I feel like is a bit big on this fan, and that's the only reason why I feel like it looks a bit big is because of the motor housing is a bit small on it. If it was a little bit big, I feel like it wouldn't look. I don't think it looks bad, but I feel like it just looks a little bit oversized. Oversized, but at the same time it fits it. It does look good on it. I mean, it's like if I was to put like a schoolhouse globe or a round globe on the Laguna, for example, that would look pretty nice on it. So it's kind of like that for this one. It has a good low speed too. I do feel a nice general breeze from it over here. Honestly, fans I got from Mark Wilson today. There's one of them I got in trade for the Veranda 2, and then the other ones are two fans that are, one's a remote version, one of them's not a remote version of it. I could give it away already, but one of them I know I can test. I think it's small about the pull chain. The other one I need to find a remote for. But yeah, one of them. The next one that I gotta test after this is one that it's kind of gonna be a homage video for a fan that it's been recently removed, which was removed for a good reason. But you guys want to review that one? Explain it more. It actually has the same exact blade as it, the glossy blade, so it's more accurate to what it actually was. But yeah, that's a good low speed. The old apartment that I used to live in, last year, there was an apartment nearby it that they renovated the whole entire thing, and they put up a few Hawkins. And there was, I could see only in the first floor, there was one that had a brush nickel one, and then there was a room that had a old or bronze one. And these exact apartments, the one that has a brush nickel one, the video of that apartment unit had a white Hampton Landmark 3. It's not the plus version because this was before it was called Landmark Plus, but well, you can call it whatever you want. But it had like, I have a video of that landmark actually from many years back. It was white and 42 inches with bleach oak blades, and they were pretty bent. I was actually supposed to get it. I was going to try to get it, but I actually could have gotten it if I didn't head to the Dominican Republic that summer. They definitely scrapped it, but it was in pretty rough shape. So yeah. Alright, I show off the white. And move the fan up to medium. Does do a pretty good job on medium speed. But, I mean, I do like the look of it. The blade arms I feel like look pretty nice on this fan. I'd love to give this to like a family member so I can see it installed, because I actually do like it a lot. But I feel like it would look a bit too modern for their living space. Like, I feel like something like this one will look nice for my grandmother's living room, but it's too small. That's the only issue. If it was a brushed nickel version, I'd probably offer that up for her kitchen. But I already gave her the Hampton Bay Clarkson in white to replace the old Breeze, which I need to put up sooner or later, one of these days. Just haven't gotten around to doing so. Yeah, I do feel a nice breeze with it on medium over here. Yeah, Mark was telling me earlier today that like if he wasn't like if it's actually good enough, like if it was like a fan that like he just needed something to do the job, and still be a fan that he would have if he wasn't like into like certain fans and stuff like that. And I actually got to agree with him on that. Same thing with like the Springfield and Glendale. Since his other fans are like more than those, I prefer to have other fans installed. But if I was just to have something to do the job, those would be something that I install as well. And this is actually, if I was just looking for something to do the job, I didn't care if it was vintage or modern or I just needed to do the job and that's it. This would definitely be a good fan for that. So you guys get an idea. It does move actually a pretty good amount of it. Medium. So the light while it's on medium. And I actually do like these fans quite a bit though. Not enough for me to buy one brand new, but if I was to find one used for a very good price, maybe like less than 20 or like that, I would consider it. Maybe I'd pay a little bit more for it, but they do sell for like $70, but yeah. This one does. I don't know. I feel like this one goes a bit faster than when it's in the Dominican. And it's definitely in better shape. I can tell you that much. It's moving actually a very good amount of air, to be honest, for Hampton Bay. Not as much as like the Cameron, but it is a pretty good air move. I'll give it that. Maybe like kind of similar to a coastal breeze, honestly. Maybe a little bit more than a coastal breeze. I'm not sure. I have to test both of them side by side to see if there's really that much of a difference, but it's somewhere around like 100 coastal breeze air movement, so it's really not that bad. So you can the infinity spin a little bit, so that's a good sign. This fan I think would look really nice in a bedroom or a kitchen, living room, dining room, basically like all rooms of the house. I really do like it, but it's just too modern for what we have. Well, it would look good in the living room, but it would be so small. I'm kind of surprised they don't have a 52-inch version of this fan. I think that would be something that they would actually sell pretty well. And of course, you can hear the air movement. So the light while it's on high. When you spin down, then I'll show it briefly on reverse. And of course again. Alright, shut off the light. Shut off the fan. Let's go ahead and do a spin down. I'll put it on reverse after it's finishes spinning down. Cause doing so right now would stop it. Basically, it would hit the blade arms and would affect the spin down on it. But yeah, the fan that I traded a new Converter 2 for is something that I didn't think I'd be getting until like another 5-10 years. It's one that I surprised he even offered to part ways with. He offered a gold line or a blender fan for it, so that can just give. I asked for a different one. One I figured it was. I like blender fans, but the one that I asked for was one that was more childhood. Gold lines he still makes, so that's why I figured I asked for the one that I actually got from him. He actually is going to be installing the Verena 2 in his bedroom, so look forward to that. I don't know when he'll be doing it, but sometime he will. There's a reverse switch. Just trying to find it. Oh, there we go. Alright, here's low. Couldn't tell what speed it was on and such, so I had to pull it a few times. Alright, here's low. I'll show it with the light quickly while it's on reverse as well, just for the heck of it. Alright, shut the light. And this is a fan that definitely, if you're looking for a fan to do the job for a family member, like if they're only willing to buy brand new fans, I actually would recommend this one, honestly. Especially if they can't buy something that's over $100, this definitely is a pretty good fan for the price. I feel like it's a little bit overpriced just for the size, but it does do a good job, so I can't really complain. It does move pretty good air, so I know it was a bit cheaper before. I remember it being like only $60 a few years back, or $65. Price has gone up over the years, but yeah. Does a pretty good job on medium reverse as well. Shut off the light. Now for high reverse. Does a pretty good job on high as well. And adjusted out in the quarter is not the one I got from Mark, but something I need to review to you guys in a bit. I don't know if you guys can tell what it was, but it's not a new Tone Pro line. That's not what that white fan in the corner was. Canopy might look like it, but it's not. Alright, let me show up the light quickly. Alright, shut off the light and fan. And that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for more videos to come.